First thing to realize is that the world has completely changed when it comes to like how, if you want to get business done, you've got to stop thinking of aid. Like it hasn't worked, it's broken. And the bottom line is the richest countries that were willing to do it are no longer willing to do it. Let's just be brutally honest. US aid is gone and it doesn't work. However, there are good things you can take from it that you can replicate. And the one thing that we have found is that by focusing on human impact, and I'm not talking about, like the kind of left leaning, we gotta beat ourselves down to, I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about the simple stuff, the basics, the human impact metrics we have. If you follow those, then everyone's on the same level. Okay. We have literally gone from, we had full support of the old US administration.
Okay.
We have full support of the new US administration. And there's one reason, because it makes economic sense. That's simple. Don't get me wrong. I would say the new government we have now in the US is definitely the partner we want because it's leading the world this way, and so it ties in with what we see completely. So like, we're so glad to have it as a partner, but basically traditional government contracting, it's under a strain. Governments no longer want to see you're the cheapest, not interested in that. They're realizing you got to make long-term change because that's where the real money comes in. So, what they're missing at the moment is that the markets have changed. Like I said, governments aren't looking for lowest price anymore. They're looking for the highest long-term value. So that means transparency, alignment with national priorities. If you can tie in what you're doing to national priorities and then measure it against social outcomes, then you're winning from day one because you're already doing the government's job for it, But if you ignore it, then you're basically going to see that your profits are shrinking because you're constantly fighting competition instead of building long-term trust. You don't need to get in the sandbox and fight with everyone else. You just need to look at what the national priorities are of that country and figure out how to do that long-term.
Awesome.
Which is pretty straightforward, to be honest. And if you use the human impact metrics, you can do it in a way where you're not offending anyone. When we first told, I got to tell you, because we're a human impact company. When I first told people I know that we're going into hydrocarbons, I was getting death threats from some people. Like seriously, people on one side were like, "You're saying you're trying to do human," and it's like, yeah, but if we turn off oil and gas tomorrow, how many billions of people are going to die? Like, we've got to get real as well.
Right.
Like, we've got to get real. You're talking about an area that has no electricity right now. We got to give them the basics, but fast track them to green and clean. But you can't just jump a step. And the bottom line is the hydrocarbon market needs new markets because the rest of the world is already in a position of transitioning. So great, let them work in West Africa, but on the understanding they've also got to give back and they've also got to help with the transition to green and clean. So it's like, do you see what I mean? If you bring in the human impact metrics, no one, and even those people that were like aggressive, threatening and all the rest of it at the beginning, now they're seeing the overall plan and they're like, oh, okay, hang on a minute. It kind of has to happen that way. All of a sudden, Sierra Leone will become a richer nation with higher GDP, with better educated people, with new economies, new technology and innovation. And it's going to start exporting throughout the rest of West Africa, which means it's got new revenue stream. And then as it develops, it's going to be able to share the technology advancements for the other transitions to the other countries and so on and so on. So it's just future-proofing that GovCon and consulting work, for the long term rather than the short-term fight. I mean, we had a client in the Middle East we've just taken on, and I won't say too much about them.